Okay, so Kate actually has some rubber knowledge, and she's going to explain how this concept works as far as collecting the rubber.
So they make a cut in the tree using a knife. It looks like a hook. They make a cut, and then this would be down here. They make the cut, and they do it at night, sometimes like 2 in the morning, or...
Why do they do it at 2 in the morning?
I guess there's more rubber at that time of day, probably because it's cooler. So they make the cut, then they leave it, and then it drips. It drips down like you're collecting maple syrup. So then they come through and they collect it out of here. It's white liquid. They pour it into a bucket like this, and then they collect it all. Then they have to process it a bit.
Okay.
And they either sell it as water or they process it into like a flat rubber. It looks like a mat. And they sell that.
I've seen that hanging and drying before in Trang.
If you want to see what fresh rubber looks like, I just pulled this off. This.
Ah, it's like a rubber band.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I know.
So it's kind of like the sap of the tree.
Yeah, it's the sap of the tree. So you can see this one has been cut for many, many years already.
Oh, let's see if we can get it. Yeah,
These are the
it's a little bit of a different texture. It's red. I don't know if you can get that.
This?
See that on the video.
I think this they painted.
Oh, they painted it.
This is more recently cut. So
okay.
Not painted yet.
So they keep this here for...
usually, I think because she hasn't been cutting for several days, so she probably just raised it up.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be down there to her.
Okay. Wow, well, thank you.
Usually this is a half like that, usually, but she has a
Ceramic pot. Usually it's half a coconut.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting. So here...
So if you want to know in sign language, this is great yang. And this is to scrape it out of here.
What's it? How do you say it in Thai?
Three, yang.
Yang. Yang is rubber.
Yang.
So these are don yang. And then to, I guess, kind of like harvest it. Oh, I've got a mosquito that's about ready to... Okay. Anyways, very cool. So we've just finished fertilizing this whole area. And apparently everybody's washing up. So we're going to go join them.